best, then you got the best. The hottest band in the world, KISS!
Hi, this is Sean from Media Assault, and today we're going to be doing the first review of one of the KISSology DVDs. Now, there are 3 KISSology DVDs that are available. There is so much material packed on to each one of these sets that I'm going to be breaking these reviews into separate videos. So today we're doing Volume 1. This is KISSology Volume 1, 1974 to 1977. If you're a KISS fan, you know that 1974 to 1977 is basically when KISS went from being a local New York bar band to the biggest band in the world. And this DVD set does a fantastic job of showing you how the band made that transition. The DVD kicks off with some footage that was sort of cobbled together from an audio recording and a video recording of the band performing in Long Beach, California, a song that never made it onto an album at all called Acrobat. And from that, the DVD just goes on a cavalcade of footage from TV appearances, concerts, promotional spots, and it just, you can see the band make the transformation from that bar band, which, as they've said, they always played even their bar shows as if they were playing Madison Square Garden. And when they hit TV in the early 1970s, first appearing on ABC's In Concert, then making a now infamous appearance on the Mike Douglas Show, and then hitting the Midnight Special in 1975, these guys basically blew the doors off public's perception of what a band could be. Now, you have to understand, most people watching this video, I would assume, if you're watching it on YouTube, are probably younger. And when you hear KISS, you probably think of a bunch of old guys prancing around the stage in makeup. Well, KISS used to be young, and 35 years ago, when they hit the scene, nobody had seen anything like them. And if you kind of put yourself back into that perspective and look at this band, this hungry band of 4 New York guys. Yeah, they're wearing makeup, but they're wearing wacky costumes, and they're playing some really seriously hard-driving rock and roll music, and with theatrics that nobody's ever seen before. Sure, bands like the New York Dolls and Alice Cooper had put theatricality in their performances, but nobody did it with the ham-fisted, ram-it-in-your-face, explosive appeal that KISS did. And with these appearances on this DVD, one in particular, an appearance on the Midnight Special, I believe it is, where KISS comes on stage and they do She, and you can see the crowd. You can see the crowd in the footage that's on this DVD, and they're sort of sitting there with their arms crossed. Oh yeah, okay, 4 guys we never heard of, big deal. And by the end of Ace Frehley's guitar solo, these people are on their feet, literally clapping, cheering, and the bombs are going off, flames are going off. They've never seen anything like this before. And that performance, more I think than any other on this DVD, exemplifies how KISS got so big they just blew everybody away, and that's probably the biggest highlight from this DVD. It's on disc 1, but it is probably the biggest performance that you should see from this particular set. Like I said, there are appearances from 1974, Dick Clark's in concert, the Mike Douglas Show, where Gene has a fantastic interaction with Toady Fields, who was a comedian of the day. They do a performance at the Winterland in San Francisco, which is in black and white. The Midnight Special footage that I mentioned. They have some Kiss Alive promo clips. They have their appearance in Cadillac, Michigan, which is fairly well documented here. A Cobo Hall performance from Detroit in 1976. And an appearance on Europe's So It Goes TV show in 1976, where the interviewer tries to kind of make them out as sort of these villains of rock and roll, and they're just 4 guys from New York who are having fun, and they pretty much show that to him, that he's acting like they're agents of Satan, and they're like, whatever, we're just having fun. Their infamous appearance on the Paul Lynde Halloween special, which is probably the beginning of the transformation into kind of less of a rock band and more of a schlock band. That's probably the first evidence of that happening. And that is actually the first footage of the band that I ever saw when I was 8 years old, sitting in the living room, and I saw this band hit the stage, and I was like, oh man, who are these guys? They're awesome. Went out and later spent my first bit of allowance money on Love Gun, and I've been hooked ever since. Also on the set is a performance at the Budokan in Japan, or the Budokan, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, from the Destroyer Tour, which was later chronicled on HBO, which was actually the first concert of Kiss that I had ever seen on TV. That appeared in 1978. The footage was recorded in April of 1977. An appearance on Don Kirshner's rock concert, where they sort of lip sync a couple of songs, 3 songs actually. I think it's I Want You, Love 'Em and Leave 'Em, and Hard Luck Woman. And then there's a concert from the Summit in Houston from the Love Gun Tour, which is phenomenal. It's just got some killer performances on it. This, if you're a Kiss fan, KISSology Volume 1, 1974 to 1977, is without a doubt something that you have to own. I know a lot of Kiss collectors complain that they have a lot of this footage in sometimes better quality than what appears here, but if you don't, get this. I am not much of a bootleg collector, so getting this set was just an unbelievably cool experience, and watching it. There is over 6 hours of stuff on this DVD. If you're a Kiss fan, this is a 10 out of 10. If you're not a Kiss fan and you want to know why people think this band is anything worth paying any attention to, this is the set to at least rent or borrow from somebody and take a look at it and a listen to it, because the music, it kicks you right in the nuts. I mean, this is good American hard rock music, balls to the wall, in your face, and I can't think of any other cliches that I could throw in there. This is just hard-hitting American rock and roll. You can call it heavy metal, you can call it whatever you want. It just kicks your ass, and that's the same thing as what this DVD does. It kicks your ass, and so highly recommend it. The packaging is spectacular. It's got 2 DVDs. You've got replica laminate, a bonus disc, depending on where you bought it. In the early stages, when this was originally released in 2006, depending on where you bought it, you got a bonus disc with some extra concert footage, and I bought mine, I forget where, but it came with the Largo, Maryland concert from the Love Gun Tour, which is the footage that was at the beginning of this clip. So you could also get a concert from Detroit from 1977, I believe, and a Madison Square Garden appearance from the Destroyer Tour that was also available. And some sets may still have that if they're still on the shelf. Just make sure to check the packaging, but I think most sets, if you buy this now, will not have that bonus disc. So try getting it off eBay or used and see if you can get a bonus disc that way. But the Largo, Maryland disc is very cool, and the whole thing is amazing. So definitely check out KISSology Volume 1, 1974-1977. We'll also be taking a look at Volume 2 and Volume 3 of the KISSology sets. So stay tuned right here on the Media Assault YouTube channel for that. Check us out on Facebook and check us out on Twitter, Media Assault.